Hello and welcome. It is time for chill Splatfest times. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say things that don't exist. How's everyone doing? I'm not like deep motivated by, unless there was like a deep passion I had for Nessie. No, I don't know. This is great for kids though. Urban legends. Man, if it would have been like urban internet legends, living in urban internet legends, you know, they don't want. I understand they don't want to do something like too outrageous because then like there might be backlash from the community. But like, imagine if they, instead of like aliens, Nessie, or hi, hello, how you doing? Instead of like doing this, the three main three, what if it was like, what if it was just like, where would you want to go? What would you like to explore? And one of them was like the back rooms. That'd be something I would fight for. I'm gonna put my shit. I just got back from the arcade work. How was your day, Halloween? What do you work? I've been asking that ever since I got a job because I'm evil like that. Give me a second. Yeah, okay, cool. Do you know Splatoon, Splatfest, how that works or anything like that? There's a lot of news that's been popping up recently, so I'll start Splatoon in a second. I'm just doing some last minute revisions of certain things. Okay. Let's transition. I hope we can hear the audio loud and clear. I'll increase this and give the music a little more. Those, I think sound effects are going to bring that back up. Oh boy, Splatoon 1. This feels strange to look back on, you know, to go back to a classic familiar site again. Weren't Kelly and Marie? I don't know, I think, did they switch places? I feel like they switched places, though I don't think it's true. Either way. I like how they, like, kinda knew that they were gonna add in more areas by having it, like, cut to a TV screen. Kind of like that. Maybe it was just an accidental thing, but I feel like they planned it from the very beginning. Aliens! By a point. Oh wow, they had just like 0.10% more. And they also updated it. Yeah, it's been a while since I played a little bit. Well, not that much, but I try to do dailies as much as I can. It's just the day I happened to miss to do dailies was the day where they updated it. Because I think it was right before Splatfest. Oops, wrong button. It's such feels so weird. Also, aliens with Majora's Mask? Good reference. We're gonna see a lot of good art today. Nessie, oh, that's the same artist, I think. He's been, that's the same watermark. Signature. It's signature is supposed to be the official word, but then they changed it to fucking watermark. That's how it is, really. Spike's still jamming down here? Yeah, he is. Alien, technically. Wait, I need to like that. There you go. That's very cute. Nice navel. Oh yeah, before you could see Captain Cuttlefish bobbing, but I guess you can't now. Oh well. Wait, where's Judd? Isn't Judd supposed to be somewhere? Oh right, Judd's in the lobby now. He's not over here at the A stand. Alright, well. Nice. Oh, that one's cool too. Nessie. Bigfoot is a really real creature. Oh, that feels weird. When you change your status from idiot to Bochi. Oh, I forgot when I did that. I think that was the last Splatfest, because I've been only streaming Splatoon stuff when it's Splatfest. I forgot when exactly, but yeah. Sad we'll never get to see Judd dancing, though I think he does. Does he appear in the lobby of Splatoon 3? I forget. Oh, I didn't want. Hi, kid. How you doing today? Want a VC? I'm just doing some chill gameplay right now, and then we're gonna head off to sleep. I think I got like 6 hours worth of extra time of sleeping. I just usually make sure I have like 16 hours before my next shift, so I just need to make sure I get enough time for sleeping. Love you, kiss, kiss. Don't tempt me like this. Oh, if you want a VC together, I'm just chilling so we could chat for a little bit. I'm just gonna be playing Splatoon for a while, because this is gonna be chill times. Did I get a star? Yeah, I did. All right. Well, on stream here. After I finish playing, I'm gonna go straight to bed. What weapon should I have to? You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna go on. Is there a random Splatoon 3 weapon randomizer? There is. Splat charger. No. No. Why is it all snipers? Okay, try Slasher Nouveau. Sure. So now you're just gonna get me complaining about my teammates in a group project. Ooh, if we got a group project, yeah, I always end up doing that on my own. I'm very close to throwing hands. Do you want to say it in chats so we can all hear? Well, we'll feel pity for you. Yeah, we can go like this. I'm gonna go with drink, because I don't think, because these are regular splat battles, they're not gonna give me that much money, so I'm gonna go with just drinks. So I think I'm gonna go for quick super drink. Yeah, why not? So like I use that all the time. Alright, let's do pro. I've been into several group projects, though not that many for good reason. Well, one reason is that schools, I think, like from my school, they very stopped doing like group projects. When they did, though, it was definitely like alright, this is kind of boring for everyone. Because it wasn't even like, it wasn't like, you know, making a paper or anything. Everyone had every individual jobs. It was just more of like, oh, this person, do this. Okay, they did it. Okay, the next person, do this. And at the very least, it was a fight to see who did the fun part. Other than that, not much. Really? Already a ×10 battle? Excuse me, I just started? What the heck? I just started and I already have a ×10 battle. Okay. Hi, Pofu. How are you? Also, of course you say that because we're in the alien team. But I also think you're saying that because I got a 10 battle as the first, like, match I'm in. How did I kill him? Don't lose this. I died. We're doomed already. Ah, god damn it, out of range. Someone's at the corner. I'm gonna be really careful not to head there. Oh, they're pushing. Not pushing for long. Didn't they face though? Ah, god damn it! I was looking at chat. As I was moving forward. That was a mistake. Okay, there's two gals. They're both short range. Another Tri-Slosher and Platana. Alright, I'm safe to just spam special or spam sub right now. Go. Uh-oh. No, you don't. Uh-oh. Thought for a second I wasn't gonna get that because I ran out of meat. Yeah, throw that there. Alright, we just gotta hold position for a few more seconds. And then we're good. Go down here. Slosher moment. Oh. There you don't. There you don't. Don't get shot while I'm up here. Is he really gonna climb? Seriously, I'm a slosher. He really did climb when knowing that I have an arc to my hits. Definitely a slosher moment. That guy's a dumbass, yeah. Easy win for me. Unless some guy is in baseline. We're fine. I should probably get a drink of water. Should I bring back the whole... Wait, do I still have the, Yeah, force a weapon to use. Yeah, okay, I still have that redeem up. And of course, if anyone sends bits, I'll be forced to change my weapon to whatever you pick. I'm gonna go get water. Does multiplayer battles also glow on open? They do, but it's a lot rarer. If you want to VC, I can vibe tomorrow. I'll see if I can vibe tomorrow because I have work till 8 that day. From 11 to 8, and I probably would be exhausted. We'll see, we'll see. It's not bad. I'm not like walking all over the place or anything. I personally do like it. It's just that one day is very long because there's a lot of people in there. So yeah, it's not that bad though. I enjoy it. It's not as bad as the retail. 8 hours of retail kills me, both physically and mentally. Ouch. 1 hour to go and 1 hour to come back. Why don't you just... Is there no dorm rooms you can vibe with nearby? I guess it's too expensive, but like the gas money would be too much, wouldn't it? Hello, not Pofu. Felly. Hi, Hi, Felly. How are you doing today? Get to regular battle. No, it's just too expensive. I don't have a car. Well, whoever's driving you must be... It still must cost a lot of gas money to them. You have to just try to find one that you can make a deal with that isn't as expensive and you can actually like if it's a small walk, then I understand that. That would be a little better. Like you can take a bike or something. But like... come on! There's this thing called public transportation. Okay, fair. I use the bus too, but it's only close to the local city. It doesn't go that far. And I guess like for your country, Pofu, that's a normal thing. Here, it's not. The bus only goes so far. It doesn't go that far. At least that's what I know of. And again, it's like $1.50, yeah, and you have to take multiple buses, so there's no trains. Ow. I wish it was a train that directed me right to the chair. Close to the edge. Okay, this is bad. They got us cornered here. And is that guy disconnected? Yeah, that guy disconnected. Y'all got buddied. Well, yeah, now we see why someone disconnected. Please shoot them. I'll take cover for you close range. Well, I killed the guy that killed him, but yeah. Try hard, Shiver. Where's Shiver? Wait, no. Wait, are we? No, we're Fry. I thought for a second we were Shiver. Take advantage of my right hand. Yeah! Haha! Uh-oh. Like, I could have played this game, but if I went left, I had a disadvantage because he was already shooting that direction. I just had to keep circling until my range hit. Ring around the rosie. Oh, that's funny. The Twitter account Rabbit every hour turned into sea bunnies. So it's talking about sea bunny facts. The white sea snail, with the rabbit ears and tail. What the fuck is this? Karma. Karma made a tier list of all the blondes she's encountered. Okay. We're back, just got out of the shower. Alright. Nothing much interesting happened in the arcade job today, specifically. Just again, more, kind of more of the same. There were a couple of weird things, like, I think someone accidentally tipped, like, the jar of coins on one of the machines, because, like, we provide them with coins because some machines just have to be credit system based. I think someone accidentally tipped it over because there was just a ton of coins left in one of the machines, and like they didn't bother to pick it up, so I had to do that. Other than that, that was pretty much it. Like, just met some new faces, new friends, some people that recognize like some others. Really nothing much else. Oh, he's after me. You saw that, right? Hit him once, and then he's immediately just like, who did that? Turned around and tried to aim for me. There you go. Take advantage of my bucket unique properties. And take advantage of the fact that this guy is stupid for jumping so soon! Oh. Oh, he jumped. The other guy jumped? Nope, the other guy did not jump. The other guy is smart. He knew a bad situation when he saw it. Finally died. Hello, sir. Oh! He knew I was there. He was looking at the corner of his eye. That was dumb of me. Please be safe when I jump here. Damn it. Hey yo, Wet Kofu. Hi Val, how are you? How you doing now? I just finished a little shift from the arcade. I will be going back tomorrow, and then after that, it's back to... Damn it. After that, it'll be back to doing art again. I am gonna order the only my charms. Actually, Val, are you interested in those? Are you interested in getting the only my charms? How did you kill? Like, I know I'm close range, but... Oh, they are after us. They are going... Just lurking. Seriously? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3... Hope this is enough. They pushed a little bit back for a second there. We're just gonna have to see. I think this is a... Yeah, like 2%. Almost 3%. No, it's more than that. I couldn't see the record. No, I already have you as a good luck chime. Okay, true, but also you could give me money, and that's important. You can support my hentai habits. You know, you want to simp for me? It's a good way to do it without being on Twitch and having Twitch steal things. Well, then you have to pay for shipping, but whatever. And back. Ayo. What do you SMH? What? That's what I... Felly, do you want the charm? Oh shoot. Time to splat some fest. It's really nice to see the Callie and Marie, the Squid Sisters. I really want them to perform again, but then again, that's just, you know, Classic, I want to see what I've already seen before, and that's because I love them so much. You know, I want to see them enough that it's like, yeah, they're back, but like not enough where it's like, okay, you're just using it hurt them as nostalgia bait. Nice dumbass. Just so you know, again, everybody, if you want to mess with me in Splatfest, I have a redeem that you can force me to pick any weapon you want. So you can look at like Splatoon 3 wiki for all the weapons and see which is like the worst you want me to play as. Except I played with all the weapons, so I'm not bad at any of them, except probably snipers. Cute Val picking with me. Let me get up there. There. An overpriced redeem? Ah, really? Okay, I'll lower it a little bit. Wait, how many points do you have total, Val? Because I also don't want everyone to like do it at once. That's the other thing. I stream enough so that you should have like points saved up. What else are you gonna purchase on there? Seriously? That was an arrow spray. I've been watching and like playing with a streamer that occasionally does the that did Amori art, Amori like art. Doesn't look how on the stupid question redeem. Oh yeah, I have that. Wait, how much was the oh, it's 25,000. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay, I'll lower it a ton. Meanwhile, this is bad. I'll lower it after this match. Okay. Let's go! Please kill the bad people. I can't do it this far away. Oh, I can't kill him though. Ow, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go lower that. 5,000 seems fair enough. True, but then again, you don't have that much points on you, so... There's not like a lot of people that come here anyway, so here. Channel points. Yeah, let me edit these. Alright, cool. So they should be updated now. I'm gonna stop because this team sucks. My dirty read that as came. SMH. You have a dirty mind for sure. Just chatting in lane dimension. Oh, did I hit the booba button again? There you go. I must have hit 0 by accident somewhere. Oh yeah, because of the 0 in the typing the numbers. I sent the boops again. Should have had Oliver say like to make it skin color. I think that would make sense with the hoodie. Maybe. Oh, you know what? I could do that if she ever makes the what was it called again? The Yutaka? I forgot what it's called. You know, an outfit that like doesn't have anything on my head, so that way like it does look like I'm wearing nothing. Oh, they're coming in hot. Coming in hot, and he's aiming for me. Let's see what they have. Nautilus, Splatshot Junior, Washing Machine, and Splatshot Hero Shot. That's like the Splatshot Junior. No, that's just a Splatter Shot. So I was thinking more of hitting Nagaria recently, and really I'm just thinking of just like it was a very good like just exploration game. Like there's just a lot of interesting things that happened, made me think about not only myself but like no, you know what? No, mostly was about like myself, seeing these worlds and seeing these characters and like, asking you, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? What would you do in this situation? What would you do in that situation? So they give you a okay hair. I think, you know what? No, my design does have one. The new design does have one, actually. With the Utah. Please don't kill me. I have to throw bombs now. Too far away. Val, has the price updated for you? Can you check the price and see if they changed? Really? Good. We only have 40 seconds to turn this around. If we can't turn it around anymore. Really? Yeah, we're not gonna turn this around. Oh my god, really, Ollie? Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. Ollie, so from Whole Life ID, posted a picture where now she is, big chested. And, oh boy. Whole Life members. And speaking of VTubers, yes, it is sad to hear that Pikami has left. And I think that one definitely hurts because that was the like Fubuki and the others. Give me a second to step real quick. Like Fubuki and the others. Who's the one before Pikami to leave, right? Who was it? I forgot who. I already forgot who it was. My point is that we're gonna have some Joy-Cons for the special edition Splatoon Switch. I'll remember of you every time you use them now, even though they'll be right out of place. I'll make a good EV Switch. That's nice that you got that. I wanted the Switch theme, the Splatoon theme Switch OELD, but I think I decided against that instead to go with something else. Well, no, it was just because of just not buying it in the end. I could do it now, but I think like there's no reason to actually anymore. There's no reason I would want to do that. Other than playing games portable, but if I wanted that, I'd get the Steam, and even then, I have a laptop now, so I could just boot up my laptop and have a controller on me on hand. I want to do that. Then again, I don't even travel that much to begin with. I understand Maple doing that because he goes to the Chair's place, and they go to a lot of different places all the time. So I understand Maple having Nintendo's such a Steam Deck with all that emulator power. But yeah, eventually, like despite the design, I think I just would get like some stickers or something like custom deck or something. I think I'm gonna do that in the end if it comes to it. I don't think I want to though. I already have everything here, honestly. I got my TV set up near the bed, then I can turn around for Ring Fit Adventure. So honestly, you know, I'm pretty good right now. Seriously? Coming after you. Settled on regular blue initially, but my lovely friend will let me trade it as soon as someone returned in near mint condition. Nice. He's coming over here. I haven't been to GameStop in forever, honestly. I would only buy because a lot of the stuff I am buying is like from Amazon or like from the page game itself and stuff. So I don't really go to GameStop or anything, especially if I'm looking for like the cheapest price. What did I have? Was that bucket? No, it was an ox brush. He's sitting down there. Yep, and they don't see him. Unless he comes here? Hi. Oh no, he knew! He knew that was me! He recognized the name and he was like, yeah, I'm not letting you have this. What a dick move. My goodness. I would really only bother to go to GameStop if it's a game I can get there. But then again, even still, I don't think I'd do that. I mean, unless shipping costs is reduced or something. But then again, usually games on like websites that just say like, yeah, 60 flat out, and that's it. I realize I haven't been using my splash wall at all. That could have been helpful. Watch this. Oh, he's distracted. There you go. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Oh, that's good. I love that. Just tap, tap, tap. Oh, he's longer range. Oh, GameStop. I have so many points saved that I can usually just redeem them for a gift card to pay for a lot of games and any stuff in PC mode. Oh, really? Is that card, like, do you have to pay membership for that? I forget exactly. I'm pretty sure it's fucking... Do this having the entire time, of course. I don't think we're winning this. You do? Okay, you have to pay for membership. That's fair. Fan favorite Iago be sold as a 1/1 scale, life-size, high-quality action figure. Grab the limited return forward. Oh my goodness. On sale up April 1st. Oh my god. Wait, how much is this? Oh my god. It's listed for $593 and $6,222. I think it's gonna be forever out of stock, wouldn't it? It's hilarious. The new pick of the Joy-Cons when we come out work around news. I'll be hitting the sack soon. Yeah, me too. Me too. Damn it. I gotta reach as high as level I can before I go to work. And, you know, make sure that I get to the max level. Right? Hang on. So I think it said, like, Alright, hang on. I'm going in there at... Funeral. Wait, what is this that time? 9:30, 2 hours before. Wait, no, AM. 12 hours from that. I will not have enough time to... I just lost the times 10, fuck, understandable. So I think I'll do, let's see, 12, 11, 10, I'll do like 2 hours of Splatoon. That's usually what I do anyway. But I'll set a timer for it anyway. I'll set a timer for 2 hours, and then after that I'll hit the sack, which I'm almost at an hour as is with the stream. So, all right, we have Gal, same kit that he has, Dooley, Splash Shot Jr., and Splash Man. I am kind of sad that the, what's it called? Oh, come over here now. That the dually squelchers are not a single weapon like in Splatoon 1 anymore. That's something they're never gonna bring back for sure. I think that was definitely like an idea they had, but then like they didn't want to create a new weapon type at the time. Like the dually was supposed to be like the two of them combined, kind of, where it has shorter range, but like both of them create a faster fire rate. But then like that idea didn't really surface as much until they got to the second game, which they're like, oh, they have this weapon called the dually squelchers. How about let's turn them into actual dualies? The dual squelchers. You know, I think they wanted to call it like the dual weapon, you know, like dual splatter shot, dual this, dual that. But I guess they changed at the end because of, they wanted to stick to the name of dually. Because there was already a weapon called dual squelchers, like confusion and complications, you know how it is. Go. Trapped. Aha! Oh my god. That's another use for the splash wall that isn't used very often as a way to trap people in behind. But man, it's so satisfying when that happens because, ooh. I should have gone down here. I should have gone down here. Are we going this way? Yeah, it's going this way. He's gonna shoot me from below? No, he's not. Wow. And this, my friends, is our very second win. Don't worry, Poku, you'll be fine. Just keep at it. You'll win eventually. I still love when I'll never forget Pofu. I'll never forget when you played Splatoon for the first time, and God, seeing your attitude go from like a oh fun time. I'm gonna move myself a little lower, so there you go. Oh, that's too low. Seeing you go from all like happy and excited for Splatoon and like super cool about the game and the campaign, and then like you were excited for Splatfest, but you weren't tilted yet. Like you just barely got into multiplayer too, so you're like, oh, you know, you're fighting Kid basically, so you're winning almost every fight. And then Splatfest comes over, and oh boy, yeah, that. Your first Splatfest was like I could see that you got PTSD out of it because when the second one came on, oh my goodness, it was good times though. It was good times. That's a regular gal, I believe. We're gonna do a regular gal, minigun, Splosher, and the dolphin. The Nautilus. An odd combination of weapons, but one that ultimately. Hi! There you go, die. Hi. I gotta escape. I could have defeated that gal if I could, but I'm longer range. Oh no, that's the awesome nose. Stop blocking my shots. Oh shoot. There you go. Couldn't really do anything else. Everyone else was above. If I kept pushing in, I would eventually die. Haha, nice. Better make sure you don't pop that too late. Is there anyone else? I thought there was someone else, but it seems like they retreated. Pofu, I don't know if you, do you know the concept of showering in Splatoon? I wonder if you heard the word before. Nice! Shower? Oh. Okay, you haven't. That's because it's a term that's dead now. Back in Splatoon 1, that term was... because the way splat walls work. You see, back then it was a lot safer to be inside of a splash wall because it would have protected you from bomb shots and everything while giving you the most range for your weapon. It was something that was common in competitive play for players to be inside the splash wall, so that way they get the maximum range while still getting protected. That no longer works. That's why it's a concept that's dead now, and no one uses that term anymore, because being inside a splash wall does come with the risk that you will explode by bomb cover. And of course, if the splash wall dies really quickly, then you are very close to the enemy and being shot at. So yeah, it doesn't work that way anymore. But that's why that it was called showering, and it's a term that you didn't get to experience using, because yes, out of context, you have no idea what that means. Aliens Defender. We'll change this out to running speed. Should I do that? Should I not do that? Should I do chocolate? I'm in the front lines a lot, so I'll do running speed and that. Want to change my emotes? I like this one. That one's very cute. Should I bring back the dab? What was the one that I really liked? It was the no chill one. Yeah. That one is really cool. I like. I'll keep it this one because it looks cute. And I guess we're keeping with the metallic stuff. The Splatoon 1 had a very childish feel to it because of like the I don't know, Pope, if you've seen it. There's another time to in the comment. Ouch, that sucks. Before the splash wall had this color like if it was made of plastic. That's how most weapons look like in Splatoon 1. Everything looked very plasticky, and it fit well with it being, you know, this. Newsflash, Team Nessie just won a times 10 100 battle. I forgot that, yeah, they announced this. That's very cute. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do this again. Oh yeah, so I saw this on Twitter. I don't know why it's there. I'm actually playing a racing game. Oh. She's playing Yakuza even though the game is the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, that was a thing that was announced fucking fucking announced of like the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. It was like this visual novel thing. It's just like, what? But again, April Fools, that sort of thing. I don't think I can't really do anything for April Fool's Day because, you know, I have fucking work that day, so, you know, I can't really do much. But for yeah, I'm probably gonna take a break day from streaming. Obviously, I will be working, and we're moving too fast. I can't hit any of the shots. Come here, you. Go to a visual novel when? I do plan to make a game of a visual novel, but it will have gameplay, because I think visual novel, like, it's very niche, not because it's like this underrated genre and not a lot of people give a chance for. It's just that when you play video games, like, people don't expect it to be about reading and that's it. Like, they would consider that more of a novel, which is why they're called visual novels. But the fact, so that's why it's not really much of a game to be played, if that makes sense. But if you slap some gameplay and call it a game, and it just has very heavy story elements, everyone would be like, oh, it's just a very heavily story-like game. But it's a game, there's gameplay, you can do this. Dude, Cody. Hi, Winter, how you doing? How's the boyfriend going? So, I do plan to make some heavy story game that's basically a visual novel, but has gameplay in it. Actually, a lot of the... It's funny, a lot of the quote-unquote games I have in mind to make are mostly visual novels, which is something. They tried to escape me, but in their panic, they led towards the rest of the team. It's kind of funny. Don't you go away. Cute Winter, cute Val. Of course, of course. Everyone's cute here. That is another victory for Team Alien. Yeah, I'm looking at more tweets about the loss of Pikami. It's such a shame. Like, eventually we're gonna get the point that all the VTubers that like started this whole trend and everything, like, they're leaving. They're leaving. And sure, we got new VTubers and they're really fun too, but like, they ain't the OG, and it just makes you sad. It's not like it's a bad thing. It's just it makes you sad. Like, AI-chan left, and like that was sad, but also it was more of like it makes sense kind of deal, you know. It's like, it definitely changed. You changed everything, and you know, sometimes it's hard to keep up when you jumpstart something. And yeah, like, but like something like Fubuki, you know, Fubuki and those kinds of people. Fubuki, Mashiro, like, Pikami was part of it. Pikami was part of, like, the uprising of just, like, seeing that one clip, and she blew up, and she was the beginning. It was the start, really, and just, yeah. It's hard to imagine, but eventually all the VTubers that started it all, they're not gonna be around. I remember watching, what was it, Ninja Sanshi? Owls, something like that. It's this VTuber that like kind of made fun of her having this like big face compared to the rest of the body or something. Yeah. Like, I remember watching her. I remember watching the one with like the and it's just kind of pansexuality and less showing off. It's just sad. Sad to see it. How did I kill him? I didn't even see the crosshair connect. So, you know, it's just one of those things. one of the things that it's like, yeah, it's gonna go away. And you. I think Splatoon revealed to all of us that Pokemon is secretly a very tilted game. A very, very tilted gamer. Oh, I'm definitely dying here, aren't I? Nothing is forever, of course, of course. Screw you, delays, I have better range. Watch this! That was the arrow spray, but hey, it still counts. Uh-oh. Push in, guys, push in! Stop coming to our base! Nice! Now with him out of the picture. Oh my god, I got both of them. Alright, gotta move fast. Nice. I think we might have won from that. Probably. Yes, by 6, or 5 point something. BRB gonna kill somebody. Joke the people peace to a friend responsible for around human form Cody kids. He loved it. Ma'am. That just reminds me of Robot Monica from Game Grumps. God, it was so ironic. They made her like a robot when the point is that she's she's actually the real human of the group. That's so ironic. That was a clip of the Game Grumps playing 1000 Year Door. So, I don't know if you've seen Game Grumps Val, or have you played 1000 Year Door, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door at all? Hi! Shouldn't have done that! Oh boy. Hope a stage light falls on them. So Val, you haven't seen Game Grumps or haven't seen 1000 Year Door. Not enough time. Gotcha. Okay. Well. Okay. So Paper Mario 1000 Year Door is by Nintendo, so it's a kids game, right? I'm pushing in. There we go. Go. Come on. I didn't get here. So in the Game Grumps Let's Play, you know, they're playing Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. It's a normal, you know, YouTube Let's Play. But something really funny happens, and that is in one of the stations, one area, one puzzle in Paper Mario. They come across this quote-unquote puzzle where these 3 switches appear, and the switches have the number 1, 3, and 10. Now, Val, how would you try to solve this puzzle? You tell me in chat right now, how would you try to solve this puzzle? Yeah, we're not winning this. The other guy, I think my team is underperforming because I had to rescue them a couple of times. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I died going for that kill, but whatever. Really? Okay. Ringo. Really? Okay. Val, really? Are you... Do you have brain? Again, puzzle. There's 3 switches with the numbers 1, 3, and 10. What would you start doing to solve that puzzle? Mads get stuck sometimes because they're kind of like the gooey, plasticky kind. Gotta take my vitamin DI, whatever that is. Is it? Wait, is it DI? No, it's UI. Vitamin D2. Oh, you can cancel it. If you have a short ledge to hop over, it gets canceled and you recover much faster. Interesting. Alright, about that anyway. I guess going back to the puzzle that Val can't solve because she's a level... Because you are a 3rd grader. Or just 3-year-old. So the solution to the puzzle was literally hit the switch that has the number 1 time, hit the switch that has number 3 times, and hit the switch that has number 10 times. That's what you need to do. But the Game Grumps, they overcomplicated the puzzle way too much. And that not only unsynced the puzzle, because the switch resets if it's hit more than the number of times it's shown. So not only does the puzzle reset and they lose, so like when they eventually think to do that exact thing, they don't realize that when it turns blue, that means it's on that number, and they think like, oh, that didn't work. So they were so unsync about everything. They're so unsync about that, and just so much of this just like overthinking nonsense. And it was like they had to look up a guide. The guide didn't tell them exactly what to do, or because like the guide says like, oh yeah, there's a switch that yeah, just hit this many times. But because the puzzle was unsynced because they already hit it a number of times before, like when they did that exact thing, they didn't realize the puzzle was being reset. Because they're idiots that didn't see the color changing means that it's on that number or something. So odd. So what happened afterwards was I was thinking about that. And I was thinking like, you know what? I wonder, does the game give you an in-game hint or something about what to do? Like, does it provide you with some sort of like clarity in case you got stuck, even though it's a very easy basic puzzle? So I tried to look for Goombella like hints, because Goombella is supposed to be telling you the hints. Oh shit, I'm at a disadvantage. Okay. God damn. I couldn't find it on the wiki because I guess there would be too much text to put in for every single area of the game. So instead, I went to this paste bin of the entire Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door script. And then finally, thereafter, like, using the find button to find where to get the names and everything. Ooh, nice. I found it. The hint Goombella gives you is like a random fun fact about the place, and then be like, yeah, so like it's kind of. By the way, do you know what the numbers on the switches mean? I know it's kind of out of topic, but it just seemed obvious to point out, right? So even the game themselves, the designers of the game, was like, yeah, no one would have an issue with this. It should be easy to just count, right? But no. Apparently some person still got stuck, so even if they used Goombella, all they would be given would be a like, nah, you know how to do this. It's too simple. No one would fuck this up. And someone did fuck up. Vivian is hot with Bang. Vivian is such an interesting character due to translation. Either it's a boy or girl depending on the you know. It's it's a shadow entity, so I guess they don't really have genders. I don't know, but Japanese, it's like it's supposed to be a boy that then like Goombella changes on being a girl at the very end, and then in America it's always girl. Vivian has always been a girl, and then but in the Spanish version, I think it's confused again with don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Or I think they just say it's a boy. I forget. I have to check. It sucks that like you have to actually own a regional, like different GameCube or Nintendo 64 and the copy so that you could, you know, Power Region, so you can access the other languages. Like Paper Mario, the original, has an option where you can pick up to 4 different languages, and yet like, why doesn't the America version do that? So message me on my phone. Oh, it's Twitter. The guy I'm tabling to sending a message on Twitter. Like, it sucks so much. It's so much effort to try to like look out for like, hey, I want to play the version of Paper Mario that's in Spanish, so that my, you know, family in Spanish can like understand the game. But that doesn't happen apparently. I can't do that as easily. I could probably do that if I get like, I don't know if it's even in the Switch like bundle of you know, the Switch Online bonus pack or whatever, but like that's also like $50 or something, and that's like really outrageous. In Japan, she refers to herself as a girl and everyone else calls her a boy. Well, no, well, yeah, Goombella, when you examine her, says like she's the youngest sister, I mean brother. But then later on, as you keep like examining things, I think when you have Vivian as a party member, the Goombella, I think, finally says that, yeah, Vivian's a girl. Vivian is the youngest sister. I think so, or the Digital Gaming is outdated now, which is understandable. I didn't see the source, so I just have to take their word for it. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about Ark about this next time we do a Zelda stream next week. That are you gonna? The Pokemon character that's supposed to be like a boy but looks like a girl, I think like that makes me very angry just because I don't like it. Why does it look like she's a girl or he's a girl and like he has all this cover on, clothing on? Like, can't you make the character like more? I don't know. It's weird. There's so many like things that really that was an arrow spray. Sure, I was very close to it, but that was an arrow spray. I was freaking. Bella learns tolerance. Like, you know, Kami and Kami, Mother 3, those had like characters that were clearly they were like actual male in female clothing that like wanted to be presented that other way. The Michisippis, like I forgot what they're called. The people in Mother 3 that you have to pull the needles for, like they're clearly trying to be something. You can see it. Like it's not nothing hidden, nothing long. It doesn't look like something else. And like that's more like I like that. But Pokemon is just like, no, we're gonna have this girl character that's filled with a ton of clothing, and we're just gonna say it's a boy. It's like, really? You gonna go with that lazy route? Whatever. That's just me though. Popo just sent me a message of so many defeats at once. Hey, your recent battles still say 26 out of 16, so you're still in the positives for your ratio. I need water. I'll be right back. You know what? Let me check one more thing. I'll be right back. I have returned. What are you guys saying about fucking me ending stream SMH? You guys don't listen to what I say. So we're gonna take a little rest here before we go back. Let's get some conch shells! Pool ready mer person. Okay. Ooh! Ooh! Why is that rated A? I like that Switch game. I'm gonna see if I can display right now. Stream froze? Oh. Shoot, sorry about that. Well, give me a sec. I'll show you the thing I just got, the Switch thing. So I don't think I can put it here because it's kind of clashing with all the colors, but where is it? Here it is. Tentacle Knights. Well, it's kind of pinkish. We can actually kind of like fit it somewhere. We could fit it over here. Probably not. Yeah, but this is what it looks like, and then honestly, it looks really cool. Can I fit it here? I can't. GG broke us out. Well, that's because I spend my money on abilities. That's why. I'm gonna remove that. Right there. I spend it all on gear, that's why. It's like instead of spending, so like what I do, so here, I'm gonna go to headgear, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something, you little shit, Pofin this game. So I would normally go and see like, hey, this has 10,000. Oh wait, I can actually buy this. I thought it was an upgrade. I would check on like what can I power up. So like like I would never do the 50,000 one because that's way too much. But I do it for rarely the 30,000 if like there's not a lot of 10k. But usually if I can find an example of it. Yeah, no, that I can't. If there's a 10k, I would get it. I would definitely get 10k so that I can just like it's already has 2 slots, and then I only need 1 more to increase it to the highest level. And I only do 30k if it's like I really have nothing else to spend on. Yeah, we've been doing that on weekday. To be fair, also, Popa, you play this game more than I do. Like, you play on the grind daily on Salmon Run. I don't. I spend my time on better things like art. Art, streaming, and, so I have to get back into video making. I need to make that, Onimai... I have to make that Onimai video. I want to make the Onimai video. I want to make... other video game discussion of Indivisible and some other things. I want to make a video talking about the different characters with social anxiety in anime, because I really want to talk about Bochi, Watamote, and well, Tomoko and Rei from what's it called? March Comes In Like a Lion. Fresh till 2 months. So I got like 60 days and I'm at level 30 already, so, you know, do the math. I'll get to 100 soon enough. I think I missed a couple of days, but I should be fine. Ooh, Inkopolis Square sticker. I like that. Oh, this is the very end, though. Jesus. Curly Cala 56. Yeah, I just do a daily to get the a daily rank and like, so it's like, yeah, 60 days And I'm at 30, so just a couple of extra battles and I should be good. About Coney from Comey Can't Communicate Cody. I actually don't like her. I don't think she's a good representation of social anxiety. Because the anime is more of... It's not like it's a bad thing, but the anime is more about like parodying that and kind of like just having... I think she's just a form of shyness rather than social anxiety because she interacts and makes really good friends. And like the story isn't about her conflict. The story is more of a love story between her and this other guy, and the rest being just kind of like, oh, here's silly things that happen with these characters, that kind of thing. Oh, you said Komi-san, if I missed you. Yeah, but yeah, you both are like that. Komi is a good idea, but like I don't think she represents social anxiety as much. Why is my model off-centered? What the fuck? Reset. There you go. That's still off-centered? There you go, that's a little better. Oops, don't change my angle. There you go, that's a little better. Imagine being like Pofu. I'm still a little too high. There you go. What is it about me? You're a child, Pofu. You're so young. So young and naive. Can I reach that? I don't think I might be able to reach that if you have enough swim speed, huh? Rather than being a grandpa, JK. You'll be one soon. I'll drag you to the depths of hell. I'm only 19. You'll grow into it soon. Don't worry. Don't you worry. I really love the drawing I made for your 18th birthday, Pofu. Didn't you love it? Isn't that the dream, Pofu? Oh, hell yeah, I love it. Of course you do. Hi. Ah, Kraken feels so good. It's definitely different than before, for sure, but hey, that doesn't mean you can't use it like before. It's just you gotta change it for strategies, except I wouldn't do that. Maybe I'll get used to that. I'll use it the way the old Kraken was. Yeah, Popo's not legal enough to drink. Not yet, anyway. I am now. That was weird. It's so funny. I probably said it before, but back when I had was invited for a trip to LA with Chair, Maple, Jake, and Mirren. With Mirren, it was like they were getting drinks. They were getting some drink, like they made some drinks to have. And it's like, oh, you want some too? And I'm just like, it's tempting, but like I can't. I'm underage. And everyone's just like, oh yeah, like Chair was very, very protective about that too, being like, oh yeah, no, definitely, you won't get the drink because you're comfortable. I'm here, come here. Oh fuck. Except not for me, you little scoundrels. Haha. That was the trick. Oh fuck. Even if I'm legal, I'm still not gonna drink alcohol. Fair. Over here, it's actually okay to drink at 18. Oh, yeah, fair. But yeah, like Mir found that out, like, oh, I'm actually underage and everything. But then what was funny is that later on, when I visited Chair's place for a month, they were getting drinks again because we were in this like kind of bar and grill kind of place, and in there they were getting these small drinks. Meredith hands me one, and then she goes like, "Oh right, you're underage, aren't you?" And I sit there stunned for a moment, like thinking for a little bit, like my brain just broke, and then my mind reminded me like, I'm not that age anymore. Ooh my god! How? That's satisfying. Pope, come on. Don't admit that wasn't satisfying to see. I died afterwards. Wasn't that cool? Oh, he died and he jumped off. $59 out of 34. That was the game-winning move. I didn't get my Don't Starve Daily, but I think I'm gonna open that later. Oh, my Splatfest is now filled up. Let's go renew that. Alright, I think I stayed up late enough tonight, boys. Night, Val. Also, I'll go to sleep soon too. Why is he British now? I wonder. I think maybe it was too threatening back then. Scrub a dub dub. Alright, well. Let's see some splat loots, Cody, while you sleep. Why don't you do it now? I want to see splat loots now. Da, 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 da. Wait, did I have the Splatfest theme from 1 here? Oh, Team Aliens won 100 times. Pluto, Lucasaur, K-Sonic, Keist. Other. Yeah, they do. I think, didn't Shiver won twice though? Won 100 times twice, so we got some catching up to do. I missed the song. Yeah, I miss Splatoon 1 a lot. I think, man, I wish I knew like how important Splatoon was gonna be, but again, I was just a dumb kid, so I didn't really knew. Just like I didn't know a lot of things. There you go. Stop that 69, of course. Wow, we have 2 Splatanas on our team and 2 Splatanas on the enemy team. Other than that, we're facing against a Luna Blaster and an N Zapper. Both, actually, well, technically, I think all of them I can outrange, but the scary thing isn't that I can outrange them, it's that of my slow firing rate, and just because I can outrange them doesn't mean it's particularly accurate. Well, you are more pro than I am at open. That's why I do pro, baby. Well, I also do pro for that 100 times. Ooh. Block. Come on. That Luna has a lot more range than you think. Why was that hammer hesitating to come in? That only made him more vulnerable. Okay, we need to stop grouping each other like this. Watch this! I love just fucking really? The small explosion in the end killed me? Whatever, fine. I love that when you just turn into a Kraken, it can essentially be also as team bait to get everyone off your ass. And of course that's gonna happen. I love just being Kraken, like pushes everyone away, and that means your team can move in. Isn't the third largest the biggest? I think so. I'm not sure, but it didn't matter. I was hurt. They don't change damage-wise. They do change range-wise. But the thing is that I just died with the last one because I didn't have enough health. That was a bad idea. Oh no, that was a good idea. I have to be up in the front and help out, otherwise that happens. And I can't do anything about it because I have low range. Nice. Cute fry. Is that the reward you wish to grab when we win, Pofu? Is that why you're trying so hard? Yeah, I need to also make print-worthy art, like worthy for posters. Then again, that's not going to be easy to distribute as much because I don't know how to get into that. Because I know Mia Art has a place where she's working with where she gives prints out to sell. So I have to get into contact with something like that to distribute stuff. I want to get that fry booty. Of course you do, of course. Completely understandable. Completely understandable. I want to print more fan art, but Walgreens doesn't usually sell prints at a certain size that I ask for. Why is that person's victory pose humping the air? Because Winter, that's inspired by yours. Your victory pose is that. Don't lie to me. The green thing, the loop pad humping animation next to Fry. Of course you would. Hi Sony, how you doing? I just finished working in the arcade today. I'm gonna go do 8 hours of the arcade tomorrow. I did the I go double via the 3 bucks. Got home from work, understandable. How was it? What a way to enter the chat. Yeah, of course. Tiring. What do you do again? I forget. I keep forgetting what you do. Well, I don't think you told me that much. I actually haven't. Except for probably the time where I asked when I was visiting. Please don't go up here. Casino! Right, okay. I'm not sure what you do, but considering that if it's a casino, you probably like walk around and like give people food and drinks and stuff, probably. So it must be pretty tiring to like walk around. I mean, I got exhausted walking around in retail, so it's understandable. Oh, okay, no, you work inside. That wouldn't be so bad, right? Wouldn't you be like sitting down to work usually? Or is it like mentally tiring? That's a lot of things. Probably just spend the time working on MH2 tech. Well, is that one of the casino cabinets or something? I don't know what that is. That reaches from here? Yes, it is. Oh, no, we're heroes too. Gotcha. Yeah, for me, I'm just doing Splatfest for now because that's happening during this time. And I'm gonna go back to working on drawings and making charms. And please stop shooting at me. Gotta get ready for Fest, which is coming soon. I gotta fix the plans that we're having. And then after that, we'll be very happy. I turn into Kraken. Now I'm gonna go off and let you get me. Aha! I win the draw this time. Someday I'll learn more about candidates or something about coding actually. I should have ran away. Alright, what's the damage? That seems like a victory to me, and it is. About 6+%. Oh, we all have the same pose, except for the first guy. Yeah. What was I doing mostly today? Was I just mostly on the checkout stand, just waiting for something to happen? Yeah, just waiting for something to happen. Like, I guess I'm kind of traumatized, or in some ways just like kind of pushed from retail to always be doing something, because that's what they pushed in retail a lot, to always be doing something and everything. It's really funny, because the owner was telling me, like, it's kind of funny. I think retail made me very complacent, and the arcade job is like kind of making sure I'm not. Dead. Because for the retail, it's always like you have to always be doing something. You have to always be doing this, or this. You know, you can't be sitting at all. The customer calls, you have to go to them and everything. Like, I didn't know, or I don't know, Tony, if this is commonplace for you as well, but for me, it was normal to bring up the manager anytime something like came up. Like, register stopped working, ask this. If the customer does something that I don't know, I go and call. It's something that, like, at the beginning, very simple, like, oh, I don't know where this is. I call into radio, hey, do you know where this is? Or when anyone's having work, it's always, like, having an issue with something. It's always, oh, can I Can I have this person come in and take care of this for me real quick? Yeah, have one of the managers come in. I didn't know that, you know, managers were kind of last resort, but that's not something that they directly tell you. It was just mostly something that, like, I was never really in trouble for it before, so I thought it was normal kind of deal. Oh, this music's cute. Why is this music so cute? Oh, fuck. Oh, turning the Kraken. Come over here. Oh my god, they're pushing hard this time. I don't think we might win this. In the end, it's mostly of like all like not being too complacent and not being kind of like I shouldn't have gotten close to that. Not being kind of like a lapdog to people, which is good because that means like I'm not acting like, you know, a slave or a robot, and I'm actually like a person that people still need to respect, which I'm glad for. But it's also hard to think that way now after that, because that happened all the time in retail. Like anytime I was doing like a sweep or something, if anyone calls for anything, it was immediately drop what I'm doing, whatever it is, and go take care of whatever the customer said or like needed or anything. But in the arcade, that isn't the case. Really? I may slow accuracy. I might switch weapons again. I might switch to the regular gal after. You know, for the arcade work, it's like, no, if I'm doing something and a customer calls for me, I could tell them, hey, let me finish what I'm doing and I'll get to you. I'm not gonna just drop everything what I'm doing just for somebody when it can be, you know, it can wait. Unless it's like an emergency, then yeah, probably. But usually, it's just more of like, oh, ask for help or anything like that. Get out of here, you rainbow brush. Hey! And at the last 30 seconds, I feel like this is a thing we're not going to be able to continue. If any of them goes to the other path, which they might. Oh boy. They could have gotten me there. Oh boy. No, you don't! This is like some lime and peach flavor, don't you think so? Like some Sprite flavor? I don't know. Either way, that is a guaranteed victory, or obvious victory. I was worried there in the beginning, but it seems to have worked out. Hey, another sticker. Should I keep the Galish or switch? What do you guys say? I'm getting tired of Gal, so yeah, let's switch to the regular Gal. You could get the Splash Roll again, even though I haven't been using it that much. Could go for Blaster. I haven't used Blaster in forever. Like the regular Blaster. I've used the Rapid Blaster and Clash Blaster, but not the regular one. Rapid Blaster? Alright. Oh. Let me use the Deco that much. Try using the Luna? Really? But is there another Luna in this one? I forget. Fizzy Bomb. Oh, Fizzy Bomb or Sling. We'll do Sling Sling Zipcaster. That's what it's called. I'll do Zipcaster because sometimes there's funny potential for that if I find out the right things to stick around with. 2 shots. But also the shortest range. Well, no, not the shortest, but you know. That explosion is huge. Look at that. Never actually like sat down to think how big that thing is. I mean, I know it had a big explosion radius. I've seen the weapon guide that Cherry Connor made, Poku. I watched that with you because I watched that so many times. I know it was big, but like, I think they might have did they make it bigger in Splatoon 3? I don't know because it feels a lot bigger than it's supposed to be. That's just me again. The camera's Splatoon 3 just a bit closer to the player character? I think so, maybe? I don't know. Ow, don't do that. I'm not sure exactly. I don't think that just disappears. Yeah, freaking NASA rollers were in Splat 1. That's why the well, the rollers being big weren't the problem. Like, they were still manageable. They were funny, continuously big though. The big thing was the hitbox. And the fact that all parts of the roller hitbox one-shot killed. They made it eventually where it has to be a dead, like a dead zone, dead eye. Yeah, bullseye, whatever it's called. And it had to be straight in the yeah. There's drop off. It had to be straight directly, like very close to you, to become as a one-hit kill. Otherwise, yeah, it didn't kill. So. Yeah, very different. Very different. What were we dealing with? Another Luna Blaster. Bamboozler. Bow, Spire Shot, and another Luna Blaster. Interesting. What news has been coming up lately? I forget. Not on Twitter news or anything, but just like, just something in general I've been thinking about. Oh yeah, Star Fox episode, or A Fox in Space episode 2 came out. That's a huge deal. Like, I liked the first one, and like the second one was just like, whoa, good? Worth it. This makes me sad because I'll never be remotely close to Cody's skill level. Wait, but you don't play Splatoon though, Winter, do you? You don't? I don't believe. Unless, no, you're on the channel, but you and someone disconnected. Well, this is pointless. Lishy and Paul and this, but I think they were bitch. I think they were going to buy it, but I guess they didn't at the last second. I killed somebody. Oh, did they? Yeah, I think so, maybe. And yeah, you did it because you're a coward. You're a bitch, baby. Yeah, Popu, have you heard of a fox in space? It really is, it's a really good YouTube episode, like, man. No, Star Fox. Wait, what are you talking about? Are you just saying that a fox in space is just Star Fox? Or that I just said for Star Fox? Because that's what it is. But yeah, that's what it is. It's Star Fox, but the series is called A Fox in Space. Anyway, series good, even though it's only 2 episodes. I think it's just because, like, there's so much good in the fact that, like, there's a ton of fan service, like with referencing the lines. I really sorry. No, it's not that. The community, you know, Popu, the community in anything will always keep something alive no matter what, even if Nintendo refuses to acknowledge it. But yeah, like, it's really good. Like, they reference. So they make lines from Star Fox, actually, like, they bring it back, but, like, you know Andross's line, only I have the brains to rule Lilat? Like, in Star Fox, that's supposed to be kind of like a pun, because that's when you're shown, Andross's true form, which is, a brain. But in, like, a Fox in Space, it's like he's in this political interview of why he should be like the leader of Venom or something. And when he's like, and when the person that questioning him is like, why do you think you're capable of achieving all these things? He just goes like, it's simple, really. Only I have the brains to rule Lilat. Like, in a deep tone with the crowd cheering them because it's such a good, like, speech or whatever. And it's just one of those things where it's just like, man, they made that line actually threatening. Like, imagine, like, an actual politician kind of person, like, said something like that. Yeah, see? You're Fox in Space, the first episode? I think okay, what it did. Yeah, the second episode came out. Have you not seen it, Pofu? They've been teasing it for a while. You haven't? Okay, you have seen it. You haven't seen it. I don't know what that yes means. I'll do some Splatfest one. Wow, we're just dying here. I should use my. Well, now it's personal. It's in the first episode a long time ago, stream delay. Okay, understandable. Yeah, second episode's out, man. Go watch it. It's a flashback, so we actually, so it's explaining the reason how James McCloud got turned over into Venom. Seeing all that, like, we're told this in Star Fox 64, or all the Star Fox games actually, but in like we actually get to see the background of the mission heading towards it and like what the characters think and everything. It's so good. We get to see a younger fox and wolf and like how they get to be where they get to be. Oh, I'm fucking up. Hiya, kid. You can't sleep? Just think of me. Then you'll fall asleep right away. Just think of me and you're sleeping on my thighs or something like that. I don't know. Something cute. Think about it. Oh, it's an aliens thing. Hi. You see me and you still died by me. Thank God he had more than 50 damage. Hey, watch this. God damn it! I hit the wrong button. I hit shoot. Oh boy, we're not gonna win this, are we? Oh, this is gonna be close to landslide. This is a mess. I cannot tell. Let's see. We're not winning. We didn't cover their base and yep. Makes sense. What did the music take so long to play? I think that's normal. It's been happening all the time. One more match and then I have to refill on my ability thing. How much time do I have left for my timer? 30, 40 minutes left. Oh shit, what the fuck? Anodyne stickers and a shirt? Oh, I might want to get that shirt. $35. I'll think about it. They're probably not though. Shirts like so expensive. $35 for something like that. I went to Goodwill. I got like 3 shirts for $11. No, less than. No, it was $11. Yeah. Goodwill's so good for getting stuff like that. Sure, it's not like clothing that like has designs that I want, obviously, but like for just having comfortable stuff to wear, yeah, like it's so good. I'm trying the clothes I bought now, and now almost everything I own is pretty much like comfortable stuff to wear. Up below. I like doing that just to drop in and freak somebody out to back off and then just yeet away. Hi. I don't think I would buy anything else from Goodwill unless it's something that I recognize it's a real steal. Like I've been trying to see if anybody. So I'm also glad I have the arcades out for another reason, and that is because I check in. I can, you know, it's 2 days a week. Hi. Got somebody. Because it's you know, 2 times a week. At least once a week I can go to Goodwill because of the workplace before I actually start working, just to see what's there. And then there could be something very good every, like, you know, a week. It's like kind of like checking for Tom Swift's place or something, you know? That was stupid. Someday it will happen. Someday. Who knows? I don't even know if it's a chance, how low of a chance it is, but someday it'll happen. We'll have the best like deal breaker there will be. Like I'm talking, oh my god, the dream steal that's reasonable that I'm going for is someone donates away a mechanical keyboard. Like it can be super expensive. Like it's supposed to, like mechanical keyboards are like $50, $60 or higher depending on the quality and all that. But there could be someone who gives one away that doesn't realize for like $10 or $15, and it's like, yes. That's the dream steal. Other than that, I'm just there for clothing. There's nothing else I would rather get, like a used water bottle. Like, I think I have to get that one new, honestly. $70 for a new game. SMH. There's no games in Goodwill, usually. Think, like, if there is a game, people snap that out immediately, and I don't think they take games anyway, as is. I think you'll only find that in thrift stores, or, yeah, thrift stores. But usually thrift stores don't have that good quality lineup of games in the first place. I haven't checked the thrift store near me, honestly, about that yet. I have to probably go take another look at it another day. But yeah, usually they have games that just people don't want anymore and nobody wants. Why is Zelda? Because inflation. Games are definitely supposed to be like hundreds of dollars now to be bought instead of the same 60. Like, it's surprising that games stuck around to being 60 all these years despite inflation. I'll be looking cutie pie. No, you're the cutie pie. I can't. Why don't you stick around? What are you doing? Are you just like laying in bed looking at her stuff? Why don't you spend time talking to me? I want to chat with you. I want to freaking get to know you better. Even though you're probably miles away. Flirting from my... Yes, I am. Maybe. I am a flirt, I have to admit. I want to flirt all the time. Except I keep attracting femboys. This is a problem. I'm gonna climb up here, you dumbass! It should have been me. Love to when my dad would get mad. To be fair, I'd probably piss off anybody who I come in contact with, so it's understandable. To be fair, not even my father, like, we're not in good straits. Like, we tolerate each other. That's the most we do. We tolerate each other. We don't necessarily like each other. So don't worry, I'm used to pissing everybody off. I don't do it on purpose anymore, but I still end up doing that somehow. It's just the way I live. That's a lot of deaths. Safe, kiddo. Oh, they killed him? Damn. I can't. What's your experience with relationships so far? Because, like, I never had really good ones. All I'm good for is, again, making people mad. So I'm kind of at a loss. It's gonna be scary if I actually start dating a cute girl, because most of it's just gonna be like, what do I do? And it's not even the age of like school where nobody knows what that is other than TV shows, so no one actually has good, decent advice. That's a long story. I think you talked a little bit before, haven't you? Really? A wipeout? Isn't it scary now? I can't just to date at this day, like not this day and age, but like this age, like actually this state of age, because you had someone that's experienced and like you don't know what you're doing. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do if I start dating somebody. I think it's even worse if it's a stranger, because then it's like you don't know what they're comfortable with, or like they don't even know what your personality is like, so you have to act like a whole different person or something. Hi! Hello. How are you doing today? Oh my god! That's a lot of splats. Don't you do want to date me? And no, understandable. Yeah, I remember you telling this before on some server and these things. That's true, I remember that. Ow. Well, despite my unfortunate demise, this seems to be an optimal victory yet again by Team Aliens. People want to date me. I'm like, no, not again. Why won't you date me then? I'm Oh god, we won by 2%. Jesus. Just date me. Just date me. I'm a failure in every way of the word. I can't disappoint you because I've already lowered the bar so much it can't go any lower. I saw a fucking post of like an employee write-up, and one of the things they said about an employee was like, they set the bar so low and yet they still achieved under that, and I just laughed so much. Like, that is a mood. I underset myself a lot because I don't want to give people the impression I'm a lot better than I am. But like, I would die. I would like actually be extremely like, oh god, don't make like, I'd cringe so hard, so badly if that was someone's review of me. Was that one? No, not one of mine. I haven't gotten one. I think the reviews I've been getting are from like the boss and workers that I've been with. It's just like I do a job good if I'm taught properly, but like otherwise I start stressing out, and that's happened today actually. My anxiety peaks up a lot, and it causes me to become unable to calm down and relax well. So like so with my family, I'm known to being clumsy, and that's what happens. Like when the anxiety is attacking a little bit, like I start being clumsy and unaware of my surroundings. Like I'm hyper focused and yet also hyper aware of everything that's going wrong. So that's when I start being clumsy, and then that's why like I like stop listening or something like that. So it's a challenge, but otherwise it's fine. I've been doing great so far. Despite the arcade mishap a couple of times, everyone is like, yeah, you're still new. It makes sense you make mistakes. So right now it's still forgivable, and once that goes away, everything will be reduced. So. Now you're next. Yeah, probably. I just want cute girl to be with. Oh, that's the name. Thick guys. Honestly, I like both different types of girls. It's just knowing that if whatever girl I get in the end, I have to sack the other. Like, I want a legal lolly GF, but that means I won't get a very big, thick lolly. And if I get a big, thick GF, and if I get a big, thick GF, then I won't get a legal lolly GF, so... I can't have both! Ah, god damn it, that would have been a direct hit! You don't know what I look like. Yeah, I don't know what you look like. What do you look like? Which are you, Eket? Oh, okay, you're big and thick. Okay, that's good. Then you're pretty hot then. So many guys ask me to crush their heads with your thighs. Did you do it? Did you get caught? Eket, do you have a criminal record on you right now? Eket, let me see your papers. Using my former main, the washing machine, if you're still playing for the next few rounds. I could... Popu, do you have enough points to redeem the forced weapon switch? They lost a member. Oh shit, enemy team lost a member. That's big man too. Oh fuck. Thick Latina, people's favorite. Oh really? Hell yeah. That's funny. I know someone else too. You know Slump Neko? She's also kind of a thick Latina. She posted pictures on her Twitter. So she has the booba, and she also has thick thighs. I'm gonna meet her in Toho Fest, so get to see her in person, and hopefully, you know, maybe something could happen. Secret date, probably not. You did not just ask me, do you know Slumneko? I was wondering if you were gonna catch that. I was wondering if you're gonna catch that. Oh, fuck. Under here. Akira has been charged with third-degree murder. I was wondering. Oh, two of them disconnected. Oh, fuck. Wow, I feel bad for the enemy team. Oh shit, he pulled out the receipts. Yeah, kid, do you know Slumneko? By the way, you ever ready for Slumneko's stream next week? It's not like we've been in VC with her in the call before. I still missed. God damn it. It's probably a communication error, but I'm surprised it happened for two different people on the opposite team. You missed Slump. I missed Slump too, but I can't wait to see her again soon. And I can't wait to see her in person. In person is gonna be so... It's gonna be so interesting, and I'm gonna hold back my desires so much. Actually, that's not gonna be hard because I'm gonna be thinking so hard about the convention. I have so much anxiety about selling things that I can't even worry about, like, oh, I'm next to a really hot girl right now. Lucky bitch, I want to hang out with you guys. Where you live across the state or something, or Canada, right, kid? I don't know. I forget where my friends live all the time. But you live somewhere around there. Creeper alert, SMH. At least I'm going with a girl. Pofu. You're stuck in school. You got no bitches. No, legit. I know people from Canada, so I forget just who everyone is from. I don't remember these things. I'm not a stalker. And of course, the gotcha. Pofu, if you want to switch your you want to make me switch to his washing machine, do the force redeem. Unless did you already do that? You didn't do that. Do that. I got bitches. Shut up. It's Ryzen. Fictional characters don't count. Oh, right, I can't switch that. God damn it. You censor boobas? Boobas are now censored. Now they're pixelated. You can't see them anymore. They're not pixelated, so now you can't. And then now this is friendly for kids. Booba too big. Japanese censored them. I'm gonna go for... I don't have that much shoes, honestly. I'm gonna have to upgrade a lot of these different types of shoes, because I have a lot of 2-bit ones, but not a lot of... Yeah. I have so many one piece and 2-piece, actually, so I've been doing good on shoes, honestly. It's kind of crazy then, kid, that you and Slump are both like the same body type. Super thick Latinas. What weapon did I change now? If Pope was not gonna do the redeem, then I'm gonna switch to a different weapon. Would I go for the Nova? I don't know if I should go for the Nova. The Nova's kind of like that's high range. There you go. Okay. So you want me to switch to the sloshing machine? There you go. I know. I'm choosing that. I'm choosing it. Give me a second. All right. Let's go. How much time do I have left here? Only 20 minutes left. Alright, so I'll do a few rounds and then I'll hit the hay. I forgot you the piece of price. Yeah, Val said it was like too expensive, and then I was like, you know what, it kind of is, yeah. So I decreased the Booba redeem. I think the Ask the Question is still the same price. But yeah, they're all cheaper now. I can't. If you ever have the chance, please come visit us in a con or something. We can all hang out. It'll be great to have like a little bit of a vacation trip together. But then again, we have to find a place to like stay, and that's a bit difficult. Like, I have a lot of room in my place. I'd have to sweep to make sure. I have a lot of like floor in my room, so like I can invite people to come here. The problem is that there's like nothing here. Yeah, I might need to be. I thought I heard something. Not just sleep in your bed. Don't do that. That's gonna get me ideas. But yeah, like, I would love for you guys to be here, but like, honestly, like, if you want to sleep in my bed, I would honestly be like, yeah, you guys go for it. I think like, if I am definitely having, if I'm definitely having girls over, I'll definitely have you guys sleep in the, I'll have you guys sleep in the bed, and any guys would sleep on the floor, just because, you know, you have to be proper like that. The problem about here, where I live, is just that there's, like, nothing to do. Like, there is the bowling place, but it is very low maintenance. Like, it's not, like, the fanciest bowling place ever. There is a mall, but it's very empty. There's Scandia, which is, I think, it's just mostly mini-golf. And there is the arcade, but, like, if you're from near New York and you're gonna come all the way here, like, just for an arcade that small, I don't think it's worth it, unless you really find hanging out with me and Slump like that important in real life. Someone pull out a hammer. There you go. Yes. You trapped yourself. Such an idiot. You saw that play? Bowling Alley called me today for some fucking reason. Fair. I mean, I kid, if you really want to, my room's open. I would love to have a girl over. I never had a girl in my room before, and my little brother beat me to it, so I need to make sure I do it before I die, otherwise I'll be made fun of forever. So please come visit me so I can have a girl over. I don't have anything else though. I mean, I have Nintendo Switch, PC, games. That's about it. Oh yeah, I have my Wii, modded Wii. Fuck. Femboys don't count. They're still boys in the end. Plus, femboys are like really perverted, so they're gonna end up like being very sexually active. I'm bad at aiming this. Oh my god. Glad there's malls near me with arcades that have a rhythm game, so I could take my girl there. Well, you live in a much clustered place, Pofu. I live in fucking America, home of the fuck you, give me my money country. Yeah, but you're different, right? I'm not a femboy. Fucking desert ass place. I know, it sucks. I want to go to Reno. I want to live where Chair lives. Bad girls. Yes, plural in my room before, but that was when I was in high school, just hanging out. But you had girls in there, and you made out, and you probably fucked. Also, I noticed I had 777 points. Yeah, first of all, kid, I'm not even a femboy. I use female models, but I'm not a femboy. I do want to dress girly, but I can't. Parents don't allow that, so I can't dress girly right now. I would if I could, though. Skirts sound comfortable. You do sound like a fem. Shut the fuck up. What are you confused about? Well, I guess if people call me a femboy, then I guess I can't do anything about it, but I don't consider myself a femboy. I wear pants. that qualifies me enough. Man, I both love and hate DDR. Why do you love and hate it? Do you just hate the exercising part, the dancing part, or do you hate the song selection? I'm not a girl. Hi! Happy birthday! Oh my god, we took out 3 of them. Sony, I would love DDR just to exercise with as an exercising game. I have Ring Fit Adventure though for that. I hate how pain my body is after a session. Love because it's the same. IDK may or may not have an issue. You're a masochist. Yeah, I would love it for exercising. I mean, I guess that's also why I love Ring Fit Adventure. I like that it makes me exercise. I hate that it makes me exercise. Yeah, you know, after a while I'll get used to it. And my body would be all buff, well not buff, but like a lot more fit. So I can actually do aerobics more. Then I recently had a crazy session of FC 17s. Oh, I see. I would probably do some more pump it up on the local arcade place, but I wouldn't go there to play that all the time either. Like I said, because I have an exercise regime at home anyway, so yeah. Maybe someday I'll get better at DDR and pump it up so that I can say I'm a master and I can do the harder levels, but then again, I can't do that anyway for any other rhythm game, so what's the point? Oh shit. Hi! Oh, no crab already, bro. It's been nerfed to death. Well, what's it been nerfed exactly, Popu? I didn't see the patch notes. What exactly has been nerfed about it? Hi. Fuck. Dodge wall. Alright, we gotta clear up as fast as we can. We don't have enough time. In fact, they're already here. I can't clear this all on my own! Be honest, I think this is a definite loss. Pofu, I don't know who made the animation. I just saw that on the gifts to select. That's a hard loss. We could have won that at the end, but of course my entire team had to die, and I had to run out of ink. Increase the amount of time it takes for players to act again after the special ends. But that's only, is that the only thing? I mean, that's probably not the only thing, right? Oh, I didn't use an ability. I'm an idiot. Yeah, more quick super jumps. If that's all Pofu, I don't think that's really that big of a deal. The thing is, I think a small buff adding could misinterpret that. No, I'm pretty sure the way you worded that, it's, yeah, they have less time that, well, players can attack properly after returning to attack mode from mobile mode. Okay, so it's slower. So if you move in the ball form, it takes slower to attack again. So it's just discouraging spamming that ball form to get out of the way. Because it's supposed to be moving side to side more than going wherever they want to. And of course, putting into the roly-poly means that you're trying to be defensive. You're being attacked. So, of course, they would want to delay you from attacking again. So, those aren't really that big of a nerf, though. That only works for kind of like movement, unless there's some combos I haven't seen where people really took advantage of the mobile mode to reposition themselves. Otherwise, I still think it's just as strong. The strong thing about the crab is that it's very long range and it shoots explosive shots. That's what was so powerful about it. Really, if you get people very close into you, you're most likely like extremely dead, unless the people attacking you are extremely stupid and somehow still don't manage to kill you when you're right in front of them. But then again, that's only if your shots are already at max speed and you're using your fire things, your explosive shots. Usually people don't get close if you're just firing like machine gun spray, but if they manage to get close to you using explosives, then yeah, you're kind of dead because they can just get a headshot or something. And they stuck in the base. What the fuck? Someone's having a joyous time in base right now. Yeah, what's up, Sony? Sup resist got buff. Oh, sup resist? How? How much? That actually kind of matters, but I think it's just that you have to use less of it, like it isn't as powerful. God, I missed them. Damage from burst bombs is supposed to reduce more than before, just with a few gear abilities. Oh, it got buffed, not nerfed. I read that wrong. Okay, so yeah, there's more reason then. Yeah, so yeah, like really, having just one or two sub resists, like, is enough to really help out for. Oh my god, I hit him from there. Damage from burst bombs, if it's bombs reduced. Oh, dude, I already read that. I thought it was a new message because I'm busy trying to play gameplay. Yeah, we're probably not winning this one too. Unless we come back at the last 30 seconds, but somehow I doubt it. Unless... Nope, I was left alone there for some reason. I remember when burst bombs were like the bane of every player's existence because they did so much damage. Just 2 indirect shots, I think, was it to kill you. The change of summon run is way better now. Yeah, that one you told me before, I think. The animation speed is faster, which is great, because sometimes you end up like putting it in all at once and like it doesn't, yeah. Anyway. I think I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna go head to bed. Maybe chew on some carrots or something. Let's see what our ending... I didn't even get a conch shell. Alright, well... Save me, Harmony! Oh, I got a taunt. Let's change that real quick. Later, undo later. Okay. Let's go to the city to appreciate the Squid Sisters one final time, and then let us go to see who to raid tonight. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day, so I'm gonna hope my legs can tough it out, and I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's not too much work in the end. Oh, wait. Right, the color is purple, green, and orange. Right now, Marie is purple and... Callie is purple / pink, and Marine is green. They're coincidentally, their colors. Their main colors. I'm gonna say it was always this close. No, definitely has to be because it's Splatfest, right? Yeah. Oh, that's very cute. Yeah, it changed colors from time to time. Ah, man. Why is some of the stickers not darkened? That's weird. Oh, whoa, look at that billboard. I didn't even see that. Yeah, the billboard saying the band and then Callie Marie. Man. By the way, fun fact, I think Pofu, you already know this. And I think Pofu, you actually already know this. But for the people who don't know, Splatoon used to be the protagonist, the characters were supposed to be rabbits, and the world was going to be different animals. One of them would be a fox, and the other one would be like a tanuki. And unfortunately, the animal of the rabbits and like everything else didn't stick, except for 3 animals did stick. The fox is actually in that statue, and the tanuki is also on that statue. They were used in the end for the statues on top of the buildings. But you're probably wondering, what about the third animal? What did you do with the third animal? The third animal was supposed to be a cat that was going to judge the games. And, of course, for some reason, they stuck with Judd to stay into the game. The only actual mammal that still exists in Splatoon, other than, of course, the new mammal. Yeah, from story mode. Alright, with that, though, let's see. Which right, I'm gonna put the controller down, so there we go. Lily Blue is still streaming. Yeah, let's do. Well, you know what? No, let me do someone else. Oh, she's cute. There's a couple of Japanese people on Twitch, actually. song. I miss this so much. Alright, yeah, let's go for Lily Blue. I was looking for someone new to raid, but I can't find anyone that like looks super adorable, worthy of being witnessed. Alright. Until next time. I have to start Y2K. See you guys then.
Too messy. You will fuck one.